many you buy a $30 pillowcase from?
Oh, we got like from Bed Bath & Beyond.
Oh, why do you give me one?
I was really like tired of the satin cap that I was wearing, so
It didn't work good.
it was like
cap. Why you didn't?
well,
Why
not
you
a
never?
cap.
Why you never use a satin scarf?
Oh, see, I thought about that, and then I was like, I just don't really. I'm lazy, so I just want to like lay in my bed.
Okay.
So I just got a really, really good satin pillowcase.
But when you wake up in the morning, is your hair throwing gang signs?
No, and like the thing about the satin cap was like it was all like bunched up, you know. So I didn't like that either. And then I didn't want to. I was already there getting a pillow, so I was like, I might as well just get a satin pillowcase.
I've seen some of y'all use a satin pillowcase before, and every time you come in, your hair is sticking up over your head. So I understand where the laziness comes from, but I guess if you like looking like Coolio, then that works. Because I know some of you use that satin scarf, and some of you use that satin pillowcase. But that does not stop your hair from going this way and looking like Bart Simpson's dead cousin. So why I suggest the satin scarf is because it gets your hair trained to being to the head. Which all you have to do when you wake up in the morning is shag it off that thing, move it around a little bit, and it's going to come back to where you want it to be. Now, what you have to do when you have that satin pillowcase is a whole different ball game. You got to comb, and you got to pull, and you got to get it back right, and you have issues. Well, that's just what I think with some. Everybody don't have that same issue, just some. So be careful in what you're using this satin pillowcase versus the satin scarf for. I just want to show you the pro and con of that.
Is this your first attempt at locking?
Yes.
Yes. What research did you do? What made you want to do this?
I've always wanted to do it, but I majored in business and I wasn't really too sure about, how the business world would take that. But I mean, at this point, I've seen a lot of, business professionals with dreads, and I was like,
The thing with business professionals is neatness.
Yes, exactly. That's why
I
make sure I come once a month just to keep it neat. So
a lot of them, they really don't understand what's going on and what's happening.
Yeah.
But as long as they see that it's like one of those neat, tidy situations, and you look like you used some soap last night, they're okay. A lot of times, and I mean that's other races and all. You get those ignorant fools at times that I've seen or heard different things about. But for the most part, professionalism is neat and cleanliness.
That's very true.
Mostly. Do you have like any type of questioning that you would ask? Or anything that you would want to know that you've never asked before, nothing that will make you ashamed, or just something relative to a human being growing, learning, living with locks, especially in the millennium time?
Nothing much really. I mean, I'm not really a curious person. I kind of know what to expect.
When's your birthday?
January 8th.
Ah, Capricorn.
Capricorn.
No wonder you nosy as hell. No wonder. I got you now.
Is that what we do?
You're very straightforward. You're nosy. You're very detailed, strategic at times in certain things. If it tickles your fancy, it's on.
Oh, it is on.
It is on. That is like making love to you. So I can see why you wouldn't have a question to ask, because you not really asked all the shit you had.
Exactly.
Okay. So, what I want to really, discuss pretty much right now is just getting the starting phase. We talked about starting locks. We talked about maturing locks. We talked about all of that. But we never really touched on how the locks mature in the phase of locking, period. And I think that a lot of people have missed the memo when it came to that. And what's happening, because a lot of folks they're just not shampooing or whatever, and they're sitting at home smelling like wet dogs in the wintertime of Alaska because they didn't touch their hair and keep it clean. Whether you're in professional America or not, you just want to pretty much have a tidy look to yourself, even with freeform. What a lot of people don't know is the hair sheds 100 hairs a day. That's 700 hairs a week. That's 3,000 hairs damn near a month. All of that sits into that canal that's being made with your curl pattern, and we call it coil or a starter lock. So that pretty much helps the hair start to lock. Because if you realize when water starts to hit, it starts to climb together. You got to start pulling it apart on top of the little afro fade that you have at the bottom until you get it cleaned up and touched up. A lot of people also don't understand that cleaner hair is a lot more manageable than dirty hair.
I want to meet the nasty, trifling troll that started this whole reputation of clean hair does not grow as fast as dirty hair. And that dirty hair does all of these different things to it. Understand that you have put in gels, souffles, putties, all of this shit on an everyday basis. So for you not to clean your hair for months and you saturated this hair every day on top of just putting in drying tap chemicalized water, you are doing damage to your hair. So when you have the alopecia Keisha and you that bald-headed skittle with no hair in the middle, don't be mad at nobody else but yourself. You've done this to you with this whole mindset and listening to these nasty folks talking about don't shampoo and don't clean your hair. Okay, well listen to this. Don't take a bath for the next 16 months and see what happens. Don't go in there and wash your ass and see what happens. I want you to just look at the effects and see what's going to go on and understand the same shit is going to happen to your scalp. Please understand what's going on. Please. Open up your eyes, Stevie Wonder.
You'll be able to see the maximum abilities like the lens, have it, show you a true curl pattern and everything else. I think that's why a lot of people are so confused with their curl patterns and they're talking about 4Cs and double Ds and all the rest of those bra strap sizes.
Yeah.
But each person pretty much has 3 to 4 different curl patterns in their head. From front, middle, side to back. And that's pretty much how you manipulate your hair. You get more combage and different things, pulling and all of that in the front than you do the middle. The middle, nobody fuck with that middle. Don't touch the middle of their hair at all. They just let it sit there. That's where the ponytail goes.
Yeah.
They just care about that outer perimeter and it's over.
I don't think some of y'all understand how your curl pattern can be manipulated by combing and the different things that you're doing to it on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. Some of you guys are over twisting the lock, so that makes the lock thin out. When you comb your hair, you're combing the edges, putting it up in ponytails, so you're missing your center section, which where your real curl pattern lasts, because all of this manipulation in certain parts will thin out the hair. The muscles in your arm versus the muscles in your hair are two different people. Those are two different places. These are fibers, these are proteins. This is fat. Please understand what that is doing. You are killing the game with this obtuse mindset. Oh, I got 4C and 19B and triple D. Child, baby, that don't matter. That don't matter. Is it healthy? Are you taking care of it? Do you understand it? Do you see the value in it? I doubt that you do. Because if you did, then you would understand that there's certain places and certain things that you need to put into it, and that another person can't tell you to use or not to use, because you would understand the individuality of your damn head. So, when you get to combing and pulling through with that wide tooth comb and your curl pattern is tight as the Uganda's butthole, then you understand that you just missed something and you actually did not go through that head thoroughly. There are other tools out there for you to use, and I need you to utilize them, and utilize them quick. They will be safe and risk-free from you tearing out and damaging your hair.
Guys and girls. Now the difference with guys is guys hair lock faster because they don't give a damn. They don't touch that shit. When last time you washed your hair? See what I'm saying?
Days ago.
Did you see that face?
And actually, I don't know how that happened. My girlfriend kept getting on the body.
See what I'm saying?
My hair like naturally like would crawl up.
Was it smelling or something?
No,
What
I
you
was
got on
smelling
you?
and then just
She
she
like,
would get
look.
on me because I've never deep conditioned my hair a day of my life.
That's
Until
not
like
your.
4 days ago.
That's not your stilo. That's not what you guys do. Not at all. But when it comes to it, guys hair lock faster than girls because girls are a little more manipulative. You want to play in. You ever watch a woman get up out of the chair if she got her hair done? And all the shit she done just did to these curls, she just swung them curls like 7 times to make sure that curl wasn't going nowhere. A guy, you give him a mirror, that shit's cool, I'm going home.
Yeah.
That's it. So it's just the mindset that makes a lot of things happen.
Something y'all really need to realize, there's a difference between boys and girls hairstyling. Females, baby, you finna put in all kind of glitter and shit. You want the pretty pink products. You want all of that stuff that just make you smell good and look good. You gonna put some Vagisil and everything else up here. These boys don't give 3 dams. They don't give a shit. They wake up in the morning, shake that shit and go. So when it comes to locking and doing certain things on a committed progressive hairstyle level, they just do it a lot faster than yours because look at them. They moving around, they got other stuff to do. What you doing? Girl, who the hell made up hands and hair syndrome? A girl. Cause she's sitting around just playing with shit. You get some guys, they play with some stuff or whatever, but it may be a nervous twitch or whatever. But when it comes to really like looking at the dynamics, I see these dudes, they in the game. Oh, after a while they stop doing shit if they don't go get it taken care of, or if they let they baby mama that don't even like them twist their hair up. I mean, she don't like you, you know she finna twist her hair up with vinegar, bleach, and salt water. She don't like you, she bust the windows out your car. So no, she ain't finna take care of your head, fool. But at the same time, you had the game going way before the other ones got going. Now the difference is it flips later on because the girls is gonna be prone for the shampoos and conditioners and everything else, and you sitting your ass, your dusty head ass over here, and ain't nothing going on. So you locked faster, but she progressed. There's a difference, and understand them both. A lot of people really don't pay attention to. So this mindset of not shampooing and not doing this and super gluing and all this other kind of stuff, people are really losing, especially in this beginning phase of starting this lock off. Because man, you want that hair to fall off? This will be the phase. It will hit the floor. One of the fastest in your life. It's not used to being this confined this way. When your hair gets like this on a natural level, it's ready to break and fall off. Meaning something got into it, harmed it, it didn't like it, it gathered it up like a spider web, and it was about to release it from your scalp. That's how your body works. It's a protector. So that's the reason why you got it on your, your private areas, on your eyes, on your scalp. These are very, very crucial spots that you want to protect with the body. So that's why the hair is there. Look at God. He knew what he was doing. Before you niggas was alive, he had already had y'all protected. He said, don't you get them damn HIV. No. I'm serious. So a lot of people are just making up stuff, but I really do advise a person to understand a hair strand and the anatomical view of the way the hair grows, especially when going through a progressive journeys as such. Did you do research? What kind of research did you do?
YouTube.
That's all?
YouTube. I read up on a little bit.
Like?
But yeah.
What'd you read?
The process, like how long it would take.
How long will it take?
And from what I was reading, there's like really no true answer.
There isn't one. I was about to say, if you say like some years,
Yeah,
I'm like, how do you know what your hair is going to do when it comes to webbing up? Some people, I've seen people do it overnight. And then I've seen people do it, the next time they come for a visit. And then there was one girl I had, it took her a year. Today, I started locks on the mother and a son. Now this boy came from this woman. This is her chromosomes matched with somebody else's, which I don't know who he is. He probably don't know who he was either. That's not my business, not my problem. We'll deal with that later when I feel like being on Yellow Banzan. But what I can tell you is there was two different textures going on there. His texture was a lot tighter. It had different things going on than her texture did. So when it comes to it, he gonna wake up tomorrow morning and his hair gonna be fully locked. Hers, it's gonna take some time because of her texture and different things. Just because y'all in the same bloodline, y'all can be the best of friends and your periods can be in sync. But that don't mean your hair is gonna lock together at the same time. Your hair is gonna lock different from hers, and hers is gonna lock different from hers, and hers is gonna lock different from hers. It may work sometimes that you may be in unison, but that's not always gonna happen. So don't go into a situation thinking oh, we twins, boo, we gonna do this. No. No, the hell you not. That's not always going to be the case. There will be times where something happens differently in this person's head than something that's going to happen in this person's head. Just be patient with your own individuality. So you can't ask that question, how long it took your hair to lock? Because that's about how long it's going to take mine to lock. No. What I do is I give you a ballpark of 3 to 9 weeks. Everybody's going to start a tangle within 3 to 9 weeks unless your hair is just silky as hell. And I'm waiting to meet that person today. Now, I've seen tangles happen and it takes a long time to fully maturely lock, but I've still seen that tangle and that bug get started within 3 to 9 weeks. And I thank you. Because of her curl pattern, her texture, and everything that comes along with it. So, it just depends on you. But I tell you this, that dead hair going to lock up fast, but that's not what you want to always lock up. Not dead hair. How you find me? And I really I really do. Well, you know what made me learn that science was when I had locks myself and I started getting eczema in my scalp. So then I needed to learn 2 aspects. 1, how to keep my scalp healthy. 2, how to keep my hair growing. Anybody that has locks or does locks or anything on a natural level,
what's their biggest goal besides length? Nothing. Everybody wants the longest fucking hair in the world when it comes to locking and having natural hair, and that's where you get the most likes and the most oohs and ahs from everybody else, because your shit is long and they waiting for theirs to get there. Well, it can't get there if you're using so many of these harming products. Y'all want to start some locks? That's fine. Come on, we're going to start these goddamn locks. All this shit y'all letting all these folks putting y'all here. First, we're going to start with a hammer. I'm going to beat your locks into your shit first. And after we go and start with a hammer, we're going to use some Charmin toilet tissue. It's soft enough for your ass. Maybe be good enough for your hair, too. Since y'all letting all these other folks put all this bullshit, gel, grease, glue, and everything else into your hair. You see, I got a perfectly wonderful goddamn afro. I don't have no problems, bitch. I ain't never let nobody put none of that shit in my hair. So I don't know what's the problem here. And I still look good. I'm a sexy bitch. So that's when I started to learn what products would help. But I needed to learn the structure of the hair first. So I learned that the hair had a sebaceous gland, which secreted oil on its own into the cuticle of the hair. I learned that the hair had enamel, which a good part of the body does. So to enhance the enamel, what does the body need besides protein and different nutrients to enhance that, and different stimulants to enhance it too? So once I learned that, and I started finding it in certain products, it was on. You couldn't tell me shit. And then it started working. I was like, oh yeah, buddy. Oh hell yeah. And it just keeps getting better and better and better. But what I don't like now is that the products are changing to trend. They want to start just saying, oh, this has natural shit in it. Oh, yeah. And it's not always true. Let me tell you, product maker, something here. You got one more time to send a bitch some grits or some old thick ass nasty ass shampoo talking about this is the new formulated shit. I don't want no new shit. I want the shit I started with. All y'all doing is changing this shit, and these little Asian tight-eyed helpers out here buying this shit, selling us the stuff that they think we use. You don't even know nothing about black hair. Hell, you can't even say black. You say brack. Ain't no fucking R in black. Understand what we need and understand what we need to put on the shelves now. This stuff ain't working. Y'all just want to make money. I'm going to make some money on y'all ass. I'm going to go on Groupon. I'm going to make it seem like y'all giving y'all shit away for free. Y'all start getting all them goddamn emails from these African Americans that want free shit. I bet you stop that shit. I bet you do. Today. Because, bitch, I'm a sexy bitch. So people are getting products, and before you realize what's going on, you screwed. Your hair's falling out. The things that you were going for are not working. So the products I started using, because again, like we're going to talk about the dead shedded hair, you have 700 hairs that come out a week. You got that many hairs coming out in a week, and dead hair robs the rest of your hair of moisture and other nutrients. Then we have to saturate it and make sure that it's in your regimen so it can be extremely consistent. And I don't mean saturate like take all your product and slam it into somebody's hair on the topical aspect. It could be saturated with you coming within 6 months and just getting a specific treatment over and over and over again, and just getting your hair used to being built in that aspect. So I started with the wheat germ protein. I went from that to different scalp stimulants, like different, it feels like little massages, what you guys call a tingle. I call it a massage. That's helping like revitalize those follicles, give it a little defibrillator kind of mindset to it. Just shock your bitch back into place. You're not gonna die today. Not today. So holding on to those shedded hairs and revitalizing them, building them back up, giving them a little more moisturization, that's where the longevity in your lock comes from. Because I know y'all done seen some people that had locks that just like the ends of them just be popping out.
Yeah, definitely.
Not on my time. I can't have that. If we're gonna start a process, we're gonna start it, we're gonna end it the same way. Successfully, 1, with the right mindset and education, 2. So this is your first retwist, right?
Yes.
Tell me what you just went through these last 3 weeks. The sound effect hurt.
It was trying because you said don't wet it. I work out and it was getting a little crazy, and I'm just like, I need to get my hair done, and I almost didn't make it today because there was no more space.
Yeah. Well, you gotta start booking in advance. But what did you do while you were at home? Like, what things did you do?
Really? It's bad. I just sprayed with the spray that you gave me most of the time, and then at one point, so that it wouldn't get too dry, I just put some Shea Moisture conditioner on it, on my hair.
On your hair?
Yeah.
You just let it sit there?
Yeah, it says you can leave it in too.
Says who?
It says the product.
Let me see.
I don't have it.
How you know this is leave-in? Because you know conditioner can help process your hair too.
Let me tell y'all something about conditioner. Do you know anything about conditioner? Baby, but these babies be putting this conditioner in their hand and let that shit sit for about 6 hours, 47 days. A conditioner will weaken your goddamn hair enamel and everything you got going on. So while you think you mix with Puerto Rican for the 30 minutes, you got that shit in your head. When you rinse it out and realize your mama came from knockback Uganda, Africa, and them curls ain't gonna do shit but draw up tight like an elephant's ass when he got diarrhea, then you realize what you got going on. Stop with this wet and wavy trying to enhance a curl pattern, putting relaxers and conditioners and shit. Y'all are messing up your hair, and then you want to come in and ask a bitch for a miracle. I'm not Shirley Caesar. I don't know how to give a fucking miracle in here. All I do is do my job, and I do what I'm supposed to do. Now, don't be mad, because I'm a sexy bitch.
I know, but that's what I always use with my Shea Moisture. I mostly use Shea Moisture, so I read, like they say, you could either leave it in or rinse it out. So.
Okay, you be careful with that.
Okay.
Over processing the hair can make the hair fall out too. It's just like doing a bad relaxer.
Oh Lord.
You don't want to you don't want to do too much, but doing enough is fine. Other than that, what other things did you put into the hair or did?
Then when it started to get out of control with the edges, I just used some pomade to slick it back. That's really it.
You have a lot of itching?
Yeah, because I work out and I sweat, and then
What kind of working out you do? You so little. What kind of workout you got going on?
Well, me and my boyfriend started doing this muscle toning workout, so we was in the gym like 5 days a week.
It's alright. It's alright. Because I'm finna talk to these children about sweat. Sweat, oh Lord. Sweat is one of them things you just don't want on your body, Jesus. It's one of them things you don't even want to touch your soul. Sweat will get in there and just take all you got from your nipples all the way up to your scalp. Sweat is some, oh baby, that's a dirty chemical. You want to know what sweat is equivalent to? Clorox. You put some Clorox on your scalp and watch what happens. Your ass gonna be in the ER so fast calling the next person next to Jesus. It's gonna be so funny. And I'm gonna sit there and look at you like you nasty, dingy, purified brain looking ass. What is wrong? Stop letting this sweat and this stuff sit in your head, people. You got to shampoo. Just because ugly snaggertooth Keisha told you she gonna start your locks and you can't wash for 6 months, did you smell her breath? Her shit stunk too. So what you gonna let this bitch tell you not to wash your hair for? And then your shit don't grow. You got the nerve to come around here with a lock this long time. I've been growing 12 years. You look like a 12-year-old asshole. That's what you do. Don't do that shit no more. Stop that. And I'm still a sexy bitch.
Now this next time you want to kind of be careful with adding a whole lot. Because this is your first retwist and your second visit, but your hair is longer. When the hair is longer at this state, I start palm rolling it early so that you don't have like big bulbs and things to start to form in there. When I palm roll it, I use the Talia Wajid tight hold on top of the spray that I use as well. So you'll have a little bit more going on in the scalp and different things today than you did the last time. So you kind of want to be a little careful with what you're doing and what you got going on, so that you don't have too many issues. Working out is going to be fine. I think that's going to help. The little sweat that you're going to have come out is going to help you a little bit. It's going to work some things out for you. Another aspect of that though is you definitely want to balance that too for a little bit until the hair starts to mature just a bit more. But because your hair is longer, it's going to start maturing pretty quickly. Cool. Now, as your hair grows, are you going to continue this workout regimen?
Yeah.
You might want to start interlocking then as the hair matures. Not now. We're not going to just throw shit in here to make the hair tight and hold because you want to go run on a treadmill. No, ma'am. That's not going to go. We're going to have to do some things the right way.
Alright.
Your hair's so fine.
Yeah.
So you definitely better be careful. So you can start breaking real easily.
Yeah.
If people start trying to give you all them crazy adversaries yet?
No.
No. Nobody told you to jump up and down outside while it rained was coming down at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, holding an umbrella under your feet, and mayonnaise in your hand, and they told you to do stuff like that, yeah?
Hey, it's me, the sexy bitch again. What I want to know, I have a panel of guests. They behind me. You can't see them. Mind your business. I want to know, and I'm going to ask the panel, I want to know why these people are making up so many things to get their lock started. I want to know what is the effing purpose. See, I'm going to go here and I'm going to take some Lysol, bitch. And it says it kills 99.9 of the bacteria. So maybe if you don't shampoo for the next 46 years and I Lysol your black ass to death, maybe you'll be okay. You'll be okay. You might have impetigo and everything else, but you'll be alright. But you won't be a sexy bitch like me.
Because people out there, boy, they tell some crazy. I seen one girl online. She was telling folks to go use peanut butter because it had protein in it.
What? As sticky as peanut butter is?
And she felt like it got protein in it, so she felt like she was going to be right in the game. She was going to be in the game. My Ryan's going to be called a ball-headed game. Susan G. Coleman's game. It was not going to be healthy for her. Are you tying this up every night?
Yeah.
Okay. You are at a very vital part in your locking process. I cannot stress that enough.
Okay.
If you're going to go forward with this is the part of your locking process that you're going to have to do a lot of maintenance and taking care of and work with the hair so that you can get the nutrients from the inside and the outside.
Alright.
Although I don't just suggest you go start throwing a bunch of shit in your hair thinking that you put it on top. Your hair is just going to absorb it and get everything it needs from it. No, ma'am. This is not Supermarket 19 and your hair is not the grocery basket. Do not just throw stuff all up in that head. That is not going to cut it. Is there anything that you type of questions you would have for me after this first month of having this done and dealing?
No, not really.
You sure?
Yeah.
Make sure one more time. You sure you don't have not one question, not nothing?
I mean, not really. I have dry scalp, so I want to wet my hair sometimes, but...
Wetting your hair gonna give it a dry scalp?
No, but it'll stop it for a little while.
No, it's not. Do you know what's in tap water that come out the sink? Chemicals.
Tap water?
Yeah. That's what you put in your hair. You ain't going to buy no Ozarka and spray it there, are you?
Yeah.
You will?
No.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, I heard some people go purchase water to do that, but it's not the norm.
No.
So, yeah, there are chemicals in that sink water, boo-boo. So, yeah, you putting that in the scalp, too. That could dry it out, too. That's why you get out that bathtub and you be ashy as dog shit. And you got to put on some lotion. Seriously. You got to moisturize that body just like you got to moisturize this hair. Yes, Lord. I'm serious. Fine hair will break fast.
Yeah, I know.
So, be careful. Be careful. What's your diet like? You eat good food?
I try to most of the time.
You can cook?
Yes.
You married?
Not yet.
You are now. 2014, if you can't cook, I need a boo. Shit, you player. Lord have mercy. But what's the goal for this? You never tell me what's the goal. What's the ultimate goal? Where do you want to go?
I just really want long, beautiful locks, really. At least down like to the middle of my back.
Oh, that you'll have in no time because you already got hang time to the shoulders. You starting off with a longer period of hair. Even though like them ends was kind of dead a little bit, I mean if you're going to start locking, that's the kind of hair you really want. So I'm not going to cut nothing unless it's just bone straight and I can't curl it.
And my ends were a mess last
Yes,
time.
they was. And you see them the ones that stay together the most, right? That's where it was going to be. So it didn't intimidate me. I just bought a comb from Home Depot.
Oh, a comb from Home Depot.
That puts you where you needed to be. Hey.